campers, let's do a reading. I was guided to do this deck first today to see what's going on. So how are you doing? Which is not common. I usually use this more for guidance than to read your current energy. I feel like for this collective today, I have a feeling that you're doing okay, that this is going to be a reinforcement message, that this is going to be maybe diving deeper into your healing, some messages from your guides. That's my feel. But we'll see. Let's see. Maybe there is something that that you're going through and that you need to address. So let's just dive right into it, and then we'll see where we go from there. I feel like we maybe dive deeper into your energy, and then maybe we'll do what's coming. We'll see. Let's see how things go. So how is this? Sorry, I cannot find space today. How is this collective doing? What's going on with you? How is this collective doing? Heart chakra. That's nice. Creativity. Let's do 4 for your first row. Throat chakra. So some energy healing we have. Divination. One more. I'm going to do one more. I'm guided to do one more for your first row. Breath work. This is really nice, you guys. All the cards that we have are either from growth, energy work category. So, and there are some big fat shadows in this deck, if you know. So this is really nice. This is really nice. We have 2 cards, chakra cards. So we have heart and we have throat, which is very beautiful, because I always say to you guys, first of all, heart is the bridge. Without healing our heart, without opening our heart, we're not calling ourselves spiritual, truly, right? And also the connection of the heart with the throat is very important for us to speak with authenticity, for us to speak from the heart, speak messages from the heart. So maybe that's something that you've recently been working on. Maybe you've been connecting your heart to your throat, really making sure that whatever is it, words are spells. They're incredibly powerful tools to fulfill our mission in life. And it's not just mission in a sense, me sitting down here with you guys as a channel and delivering messages from spirit, but it's what we say every day. And it's funny, we mentioned this in yesterday's reading, that every person, even not spiritual, can become channel momentarily for a second when the message is needed to be delivered. So it's really so important to take care of the quality of our words. Are we speaking? It's this infamous, is it necessary? Is it kind? Is it right? Because there's so many people in this world who think that truth is truth and the form of delivery doesn't matter, which is nonsense, and it comes from a place of wounding, because words are not designed, language is not designed to cause other people pain. Every message should be always delivered with compassion, with heart, and speaking from the heart. So there's a reason it's coming to my mind. Maybe you've been thinking about this as well. Maybe it's not just you delivering your messages truthfully, but from a place of heart. But maybe also you've been thinking about what I just said, that there are some people that it's, you know, those people that say, I am not rude, I am honest. No, you are rude, because honesty can always be wrapped with love, kindness, and compassion, always, no matter what message you want to deliver, right? And it's coming from someone like myself. You guys know that I'm a tough love kind of a person, and sometimes certain things have to be delivered with a little bit of strength, with a little bit of charisma, with a little bit of like, hey, what the hell are you doing? But it doesn't mean with zero compassion. It doesn't mean with zero compassion, right? We have creativity, we have divination, and we have breath work. This is your first row. So I feel like this collective, you are focused on, your focus would be on your craft and on you. which is beautiful, because creativity is the feminine power. We are the creation, we are the creatrix. We talk about this all the time on this channel. So maybe you recently activated your creativity. Having this card in between throat and heart, maybe it's coming to my mind, maybe you've activated a part of your mission that is related, like a little project that is related to you speaking messages from I'm hearing podcast, or maybe you started a channel, maybe you already have a channel and you started talking about certain things that are important to you, that you feel like these messages are part of your mission, are part of your path. We do have divination, so maybe you are a divination user, maybe you do use divination tools. You guys know what I always say, divination tools are sacred ancestral tools that should only be used by people who are awakened channel and who are directly linked with that specific divination tool. But I feel like this collective, I am sensing maturity in this collective. I don't feel like you're someone that would just be like, you know, grab some cards and you're sitting on your bed and like delivering 3 minutes message. I feel your person is coming back. You guys know how I feel about this. I feel this collective, so don't make this fit. If you would do this, if you would post, this is not your collective. This collective, you connecting your heart with your chakra, right? Working on yourself, your focus being on you and your growth, on really, I feel like you really put weight on your messages. How are they delivered? And are they actually helping people, or just me-centered because I want to be a deliverer of the messages? I feel this collective, you know, so again, don't make this fit. You wouldn't go online to post 3-minute message sitting like wherever with zero respect to your cards. People who are true readers, people who are true channels, we understand that this is an ancestral craft. We don't just, I mean, if you're connected to your deck, you can carry your deck always with you. Like I carry this one with me often because this is my deck as well. It's my business. But you can carry your favorite tarot deck, take it with you on a travel. But we don't just like sit down at random, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna pull 3 cards and tell you your message. We really treat it with respect it deserves, because it is an ancestral tool. We don't use it to attract views. We don't use it to attract followers. There's a reason I'm saying this to this collective. So maybe the throat, the heart, the throat, maybe you also get triggered by, you know, how much BS and how much charlatans are out there online using this really sacred ancestral, not just tarot, but any kind of divination, whether that's rods, whether that's the OG, how you call the board, or whatever that is, that they don't use it with enough respect. It's a tool created for channels. They live a life of service to help others. It ain't entertainment, okay? And there's breath work, so it may be a detail. Maybe you've been doing some breath work recently to connect in, to ease anxiety. I'm hearing as well. Let's do another row. Heart chakra, crown chakra, beautiful. Maybe you are going for some energetic updates. It's like you're connecting your points. When we heal, we sort of chakras go, we have upper chakras, we have lower chakras, crash course. We have the bridge, the heart that connects them both. They also work in pairs, right? In loops. And when we heal, yes, we have to start from lower chakras. It makes no sense to attend to the upper chakras if the lower chakras are in a horrible state. So, but we do go in and back and forth, not in and out. We go back and forth, we attend, we heal, we connect, we allow the flow until the moment we're ready to fully connect all our chakras and activate the light body. There's a reason it's coming to my mind, and you have a lot of chakras, so maybe you recently had like your crown activation, connecting as well to the throat, to your heart, speaking from your heart, connecting to the wholeness with the universe, connecting to cosmos, activating. Even I am hearing activation of light body. Really beautiful. I was sensing this is going to be a nice reading for this collective. Creativity. Abandonment trauma. We have abandonment trauma. I feel for this collective, it wouldn't be your first rodeo. It wouldn't be your first rodeo. That, accompanied by all your cards on top of creativity, maybe you had recently some downloads of creative projects, things that you need to do, things that you feel like they're part of your mission, linking to that creativity, that throat chakra, that heart chakra, and you have been a little bit blocked, and maybe you've been revisiting that abandonment trauma, because it does link to external validation and reassurance, right? So true spiritual teachers, true teachers who become content creators, who are out there, who deliver messages. We are not here for views, for likes. True spiritual teacher doesn't sit and analyze. Yes, we're humans. Sometimes, we get trapped in some of these thoughts as well. It's normal. But overall, we're not here to... True spiritual teacher doesn't have a manager to manage and promote, like the account. What should you do? How should you... Shorter videos, captivating, beginning. Like I always say to you guys, that sometimes these people reach out to me and say that I have to say a scary message or engaging message in the beginning so you stay with me. I couldn't care less. Whoever is meant to hear this message, you will be captivated by my voice, by my energy, and you will stay if this message is for you. And my channel especially, it's for people who really want to heal. So the removal of need for external validation and reassurance that comes with likes and follows and comments and people saying that what you really do is needed, it's always beautiful, and again, we're in this human body, so we will always appreciate that, but it's something that for true healers needs to be removed. So maybe you have been thinking about this recently, that you have this new creative project, you want to put it out there. Maybe you're thinking there's no point because you don't have enough following or enough clientele. It is external validation. True healer releases messages even if no one is watching. We couldn't care less, because it may be a message that will be seen in 10 years or in future, or maybe one person who will create ripple effect will see it. I always say this to you guys, it is not for us to assess that, but maybe it activated that trauma a little bit within you, so you had to go on another rodeo of healing. Go deeper. We have go deeper for that throat chakra. I feel like overall you're going deeper, this collective, right now. Womb worship. That's nice. That's on top of that breath work. I was just saying there's this exercise and a technique to connect your heart to your womb as well. Sort of a breathing in what you call this, in like this infinity 8 sort of a shape that you're imagining. You're breathing from your womb into your heart, going back, really connecting in. It's the reason it's coming to my mind. So maybe it's something that you've been doing, or maybe it's your sign to connect a little bit farther. Maybe you've been feeling the need to connect your womb to your heart, or connect to your womb and speak to your womb through breath work as well, like breathing through your womb. One more. Heal your masculine. That's on top of that divination. There's a clearer energy. Energy work is something that don't make this fit. It would be important detail for this collective, that you're doing a lot of energy work with all these chakras. But I wanna read this through you, because I'm thinking about something specific. Now, bear with me. I always say this to you guys, and I've mentioned this in the past many times, especially in readings like this. When you are a healer, during a healing session, like this one, whether it's a collective one-on-one session, you're doing your spiritual work, you activate your feminine, your true divine feminine, because it's the feminine that is the womb, that connects to the void, that connects to the spirit realm, that allows the channel, because she switches off the mind. She uses the mind as a tool, but does not allow the mind to rule. But then when you finish the session, sometimes, again, it's only normal, right, that spiritual teachers, some of us, this is our job, this is our occupation, this is how we get our pentacles. So you have to activate that masculine within you to have a little business plan, to decide what prices you're going to set for your products, to maybe if you're an author, creator, like myself, you design oracle decks, so you have to activate that masculine to organize everything, how they're going to look like, do the design, right? This is the bum 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 plan on a page. This is a very masculine energy, right? And the reason I'm saying this to you is because there's a reason that came to my mind, is this divination. I was also saying this card, divination abuser, with in a different deck. It's not that you are it, but I feel like this collective, you're thinking about this, that there's so many charlatans, and the charlatans do better, because they feed people with fear and with hope, false hope. True spiritual teacher, true channel, true open, awakened person who uses divination as a tool delivers deep messages of truth coming from the heart. And you would know this collective, right? So you knowing and seeing a difference, sometimes it is so heartbreaking. And again, there's reasons coming to my mind, so maybe you've been feeling about this. This is such a beautiful gift. It's such an amazing gift. It's such an beautiful ancestral tool that it's almost offensive for those of us who truly manage the crafts to see all these charlatans. But everything happens for a reason. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. And who's truly meant to find you as a healer. True healers, we attract those that are ready for healing, not just to hear entertainment messages of 3 minutes that absolutely change nothing in your life. But us having that heal your masculine on top of that divination, I feel like you would be thinking about this. So maybe you are on a verge of, or you already started gaining pentacles from your business, from your path, right? And you're thinking, how do I manage this? How do I manage this so I don't become the charlatan? So I always connect my throat to my heart, to the crown, to the cosmos. I am a channel. I activate my creativity. I activate, and I don't activate that abandonment, right? And that masculine only helps me to manage my business, but never interferes with my channel. Examine your inner masculine. What's your relationship with abundance, success, and commitment? That's it. That's it. Think about this. What's your relationship with abundance? True healers, we understand that we're always protected. We're always protected. As long as you follow your path, you speak from the heart, your throat is open, your crown is open, your light body is activated, the universe will take care of us. You don't have to worry. You don't have to be the one to strategize all the time and sit in fear and like, maybe I will... This is it. Ask yourself, whatever messages you're sending, are you saying this because you feel this is going to get more views and more clients? No, it's not the way. Say what you want to say. Create what you want to create, what you feel you need to create. Do what you feel guided that should be part of your offering, not because it's more popular. What is your definition of success? Success is not the amount of views that we have. Success is not the amount of money we have on our bank account. It's not the amount of following. Success is how many people, and not even how many, not even how many, how authentic you are, how your energy changes other people when you walk into a room, inspires other people, whether that's for beautiful inspiration or for trigger. We do both in reality. And what are you committed to? Are you committed to your craft, to your divination, to you as a healer, to your creativity? Are you committed more to your abandonment trauma and that distorted masculine energy? A hyperachiever, addicted to success. aggressive. I'm also hearing aggressive in some movements. Us healers, when we talk about, and even if you are someone who's in a male vessel, because we have beautiful male healers as well, they have to connect to their feminine energy as they heal. The moment they heal, they perform the healing activities. All right, I want to leave this on a table. I'm looking at this. We have 4 and we have 6. All your cards are beautiful. We just have this abandonment, trauma, and heal your masculine. So keep that in mind. I think you would be aware of this collective. And this is number 6 and 4. So maybe there has a meaning: 64, 46, 6 of the 4th, 4th of the 6th. You know the drill. I want to do some tarot to tap into your energy on top of that. To ask what's going on, what energy you're sitting in. To see, let's just go with this. All right, let's just go with this. Oh, it's just a spark came out of my candle. What's your energy? Let's dive deeper. Justice, balance. But I feel this is what I'm hearing. We have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. What I'm hearing, you guys, is your inner sense of justice. I feel, again, don't make this fit. I feel this is a detail for this collective. You would be thinking a lot. You would be on a verge. Maybe they've been testing you recently. Maybe they've been showing you. Sometimes, you know, the content and the people that we're being shown, whether in real life or online, it's not just to inspire us. Sometimes it's to show us who we don't want to be. So sometimes they trigger you with those few minutes videos, you know, talking nonsense, especially about topics that are so, you know, like twin flames. And I talk about this all the time. You can do so much harm. To really talk about this, you have to be healed. You have to be linked to this as a part of your path. Divines are so powerful. We are so powerful. If you are a charlatan, and I'm not saying you are as this collective, but if you are a charlatan who goes online with 3-minute messages for twin flames, and you're not yet healed, you haven't yet completed your journey of healing, your mission is not linked to twin flames, you're only collecting karma for yourself, my friend. We are that powerful. To interfere, to meddle, to create fear, confusion, false hope for people who are meant to change this world, who've lived hundreds of lifetimes to get where we are, to be the beacon of change. There's a reason it's coming to my mind. I feel this collective, you would be shown today, maybe there's a reason I said today, but overall, who you do not want to be, which means that you're a powerful person, which means that you're a beautiful healer, and they're preparing you just to make sure you're not going to fall into that trap. You're not going to fall into temptation. I feel like this is your inner justice, inner sense of justice system, not to do things just because, you know, because sometimes I hear that people say, oh, it's just nothing, it's just, you know, I have to practice. You can practice to the mirror, okay? Don't send messages, healing messages, if you yourself are not healed. It's as easy as it is, okay? The devil and 7 of Wands we have. There may be some shadows being activated within you right now. There's energy of truth. There's energy of speaking your truth, speaking from the heart, fear. I feel like this collective, you are facing fears because there's definitely more charlatans in this world than true healers, right? We know this. Not a surprise. It's so much easier to be a charlatan. It is. It's so much easier to go to the side of darkness, to record those nonsense 2-3-minute messages that don't... Whenever we say something that people want to hear, people will want to hear, will want to watch. Saying something that is a reflection of you, providing tough love messages like I do, it requires hell of a strength to sit here with me and listen. What do you need to course correct? So people who follow me, people who watch through the entire reading, it means that you have the capacity to change, to embark on your last chapter. I always say this, I'm a healer for those who are on their last chapter, to truly heal. Because here we talk about accountability, we talk about self-reflection, self-awareness, but these messages are not popular because most people are in denial. Ergo, most people will gravitate more towards charlatans. There's a reason they're putting this in your energy now. For you to really think about this, that I don't want to be that way. I never want to fall into temptation. I want to do what's right. I want to take the right choice, not the easy choice. I always say this to you guys, the right choice, not the easy choice. I want to power through this fear I'm hearing as well. You have the courage. King of Swords. King of Swords, the messenger of truth. Wow. You guys, you would know this collective, that we are here not to strategize, create business, have followers and gloat. We're the core of being a healer is being humble. And yes, we're humans. Again, we're in this human body. We have egos. So sometimes we have to fight with this, right? But it's your inner sense of justice. Libra Capricorn energy, just a side note, came to my mind. You know, you have the power to influence people with your truth. True healers are not entertainers. And some healers, I always say this to you guys, yeah, some healers are ruled by, fire element, and they're meant to captivate masses, and it's also needed, but they do it as a byproduct of just speaking their truth. True healers. You understand that. You know this. You have the courage to power through this. You have the courage to do the right thing, even if no one is listening and no one is watching. Because you have this inner sense of inner justice. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. This is the foundation. I feel they are anchoring you right now. Whatever's going on in your life, they are anchoring you in a foundation. They really want to make sure, right? What we go through, sometimes we don't understand, but it always makes sense. Our journey may not make sense to us, but it always makes sense to the Creator, right? So we just have to surrender. We just have to allow, right? And I feel whatever's happening in your life right now, you are being shown what you need to see. You're being made feel what you need to feel. You're being guided where you need to venture to really create a solid foundation on justice, on values, on truth. Foundation that will never be shaken, that you will never fall into the temptation of making more money or having more followers and strategizing and posting content and doing things that people like and enjoy. No. We are not here to follow anything. True healers, we are the leaders. We are the pioneers. We are those that are meant to sit and be like, no, I am guided to deliver these messages. If only one person listens, so be it. Maybe one person is ready. Maybe that's part of my journey. I don't care. I'm not going to be saying for what they want to hear, because I am not here for their entertainment. I am here to teach them. Powerful energy. The Devil. Three of Pentacles. Teachings. I feel they really want to make sure that you've integrated those shadows and you understood those shadows before you become that teacher. Before you really are externally, the external success comes truly when we no longer care. When we no longer care. And remember, when I say external success, remember what we said before. It's not what you think it is. It's reinvented. Success is being authentic and alchemizing joy and fulfillment within yourself.